Hello, Taurus. Welcome to your weekly reading for February 9th to the 16th. This is for Taurus, Sun, Moon, and Rising. We're going to jump right into it, Taurus. This is a huge week, okay? We're going to walk through this, all right? It's going to be a massive week of healing and nurturing and empathy and sharing, but also purging and releasing and growing and surprises. Okay, so don't forget we're still in Aquarius season. You got a lot of energy in your career sector. There's a lot of energy there. Career, your profession, public recognition, your reputation, how you want to be perceived. You're entering new territory too, with Pluto having moved here for the next 19 years. So Pluto Aquarius, you're evolving, you're awakening, right? You're starting to see big shifts in your life. Now, don't forget, Venus is also in Aries, okay? So that's all week. Venus in Aries is, when it comes to love and relationships, money, creativity, Venus being your ruling planet, you would know all about this, things that make you feel good. You're going to feel more like Laura Croft than Marsha Brady. All right. Remember, this is very assertive energy. It is in your 12th house. So y'all are very, really tapping into that spiritual energy, really intuitive. You're feeling very intuitive right now as well. Also, by the way, Venus isn't being in Aries. It is very entrepreneurial. So I would be surprised if there was something there for you in terms of starting your own business, launching a side gig. Maybe there's something, spiritual. Maybe it's like a crystal store. Maybe there's something here, but you are definitely feeling that passion. And lastly, Jupiter is officially direct as of last week. You are going to feel this in a really big way. All right. Jupiter, the planet of luck, good fortune, growth, wisdom, joy, expansion. The big picture here in your second house of money, income, salary, finances. So remember, Jupiter's here in your second house until June. And from this point forward, typically, because remember, it takes 12 years for Jupiter to be back where it was at this time. This is going to be you're going to make the most, typically you make the most money that you did in the past 12 years, right? So 2013. So you've got this until June. So things are just getting started here, right? So this week, we kick it off on Sunday, February 9th. Mars trine Saturn. I'm just putting this up here as a gentle reminder. I know I talked a lot about this in your monthly forecast last week, so just a reminder that these are the two malefic planets that are working in your favor. They're help stabilizing your long-term goals and gains as well. This is big. This is really big for y'all, all right? Becoming a greater, a bigger authority as well. Remember, Mars is action, so you want to put in the work, and Saturn being karma rewards you, but there is this bridge that they're building for you because we have this aspect again, okay? So in April, so in less than 2 months. So you've got to see it as, this date, that's, here, and then April is over here, and it's just like 2 points of a bridge. That's very stable, and it continues to be stable. There's construction work there, all the planets are helping build this, especially Saturn, this bridge for you. Okay, so now the other thing is I do want to cover the squares. These two squares, as you know, are in your sign, Taurus. So as I always say, use these aspects. Don't let them use you, especially Uranus, the planet of surprises, the unexpected, the great awakener, breakthroughs. Yeah. So Monday, February 10th, you've got Mercury that's going to be squaring Uranus in your sign. So Mercury is the messenger. Mercury is all that communication, travel, commerce. There could be some news you get around this time with that, with this square. So just keep that in mind. You may hear some surprising news, especially maybe there's something here with career because Mercury is in Aquarius. But again, to be honest, it's a time where you could say something where you feel like you need to say something that liberates you. Remember, it's all about freeing yourself. That's Uranus. Uranus is Aquarius's ruling planet. So you got double that energy here. And remember, Uranus and Aquarius both have that rebellious flair to it, but also that innovative energy, that genius energy. So this is a time where you could have a breakthrough in terms of seeing things in a new way, thinking in a new way, but also maybe even feeling a little bit restless about something that you need to get off your chest. So just tap into your intuition, okay? Be responsive, not reactive, but you're definitely going to feel this aspect. Uranus is in your sign, all right? And again, Mercury in Aquarius, there may be something here with career or travel, or again, something communicated, something really communicated. If not, it's going to be your breakthrough. Remember, you want to use this aspect now. Tuesday, February 11th. Now you have the sun in Aquarius squaring Uranus in your sign. So again, have your breakthrough. What do you need to free yourself from? Uranus is here, okay? There could be some big shakeup in your routines that you're like, okay, I can't do this anymore. Like, have your breakthrough. Remember that rebellious energy. But also, you want to be mindful with these squares, okay? Because that rebellious energy could be truly, my way or the highway. And then you have those ripple effects from it, right? So just be very mindful, and I say that for this day because it's stronger than Mercury squaring Taurus. There's something here where, it's a sun, so there could be some egos at play. But again, there just may be some surprises. The fact that Uranus is in your sign, it really honestly can be you. It can be you that has this breakthrough, or you say something, or you do something that surprises other people. All right, so use that innovative part of Uranus, okay? But there's definitely something here where you're gonna be like, this has got to change. All right. Also, there may be here something with like father figures, maybe like male authorities as well. Okay, so remember there can be some egos at play, especially with the sun in Aquarius in your career sector, like a boss. Right now. On Wednesday, February 12th, we have the full moon in Leo. So this is happening around 9 a.m. Eastern Standard Time. That's my time, New York City time. So convert that to wherever you are in this world. I did say last week in your monthly forecast, I do like this moon. I like this full moon because it's this big heart energy. Leo is courage. It's, passion and strength and royalty, regal. And you're going to feel this urge to be expressive, creative, romantic. So I do like this full moon. However, you have the squares. In fact, you have a T-square. We have a T-square this day, okay? Sun in Aquarius, moon in Leo, and then Uranus in your sign. So here's the thing, Taurus. And also, Mercury will be opposite the moon. Let's start with that. Now, Mercury opposite the moon, Mercury, intellect, moon, emotions. You got to meet in the middle, okay? You have to meet in the middle. Trust your gut. Use your intuition, okay? If there's something around this time with this full moon that illuminates, brings this culmination, turning point, there's something where you may want to end something here, okay? It is in your fourth house, your home sector. So parents, children, your significant other, real estate, okay, family, all of that, the foundations of your life. So with Mercury opposite the moon, there could be a little bit of a challenge in communication, something that you have to say around this time. Again, it's all about like how it's expressed, right? Meet in the middle, be very intuitive around this time. There may be something here with a boss. Again, for y'all, there just maybe here something with a boss or a colleague. Because again, we're dealing with Leo too. Leo has been long associated with leaders and kings and queens. So there could be like an authority figure here, but as I always say, be responsive, not reactive. And remember, Mars is still retrograde in Cancer. So already, the emotions are heightened with that. Everyone's feeling extra emotional and sensitive, and full moons are emotional, but again, they illuminate. And there's something around this time where, again, you just have to see what has to change, right? Diplomatically, if you're going to say something. These Uranus squares. I mean, the Uranus square could bring sudden endings to something here, or a turning point, or again, it can be you ending something, maybe a relationship to make room for a new one. Or maybe even there's like a creative project that you've been working on and it's come to an end now. You're shipping it off to the art dealer. Do you know what I mean? Like it's again, there's something here where it's like you have to let this go so you can grow. Okay? And just try to be flexible around this time because this is a lot of fixed energy, right? Full moons are part of your growth. And remember, we are in the year of the snake officially. Shedding skin, all right? So a great full moon to recognize that, to let new things in, to become this new version of yourself. And if you are a cross watcher, if you watch for your rising, your moon, your parent, your kid, all the fixed signs that would be you, Scorpio, Leo, and Aquarius, will really feel the impact of this week the most, right? Sun in Aquarius, full moon in Leo, Uranus and Taurus, all very active here, all really active. And Sirius is really active. I'll talk about that in a second. Friday, February 14th is Valentine's Day. If you celebrate that, and if you do, it will be a very emotional day. Well, first, Mercury moves into Pisces. So when Mercury is in Pisces, you just tend to lean more toward intuition, your imagination, compassion, empathy, like I talked about, a dreamer energy. Mercury in Pisces is very like dreamer energy, very artistic. But Mercury does like little details and facts and research. And so Mercury being in Pisces can be a little la la land. So as I always say, keep a foot on the ground. All right. Have a foot on the ground. Mercury will be in Pisces for the rest of the month. Now, I have to really stress this to you, Taurus, because Mercury in Pisces is your 11th house of your hopes, your wishes, your dreams. So if you have this feeling, this energy, this, oh my goodness, my life calling is to be, a rabbit that is the first to go to, Pluto and live there and, YouTube live from it, then maybe you have to like really think about that. Okay. So that's why I say just have a foot on the ground, because that's what Mercury and Pisces can do, especially for you, because it is your 11th house. Now, I did say this entire week is going to be a massive week of healing, nurturing, sharing, caring, and there are multiple reasons why. So many, I didn't have room for the whiteboard. One, remember, North Node is already in Pisces. Okay, so that's already heightened spirituality. Okay, intuition as well. Remember, Neptune is conjuncting the North Node all month long, right? So that compassion, that imagination, but also healing. So definitely dream big, okay? Have fun on the ground, but dream big. The best dreams happen when you're awake, yeah? Remember, Saturn is bringing that stability because Saturn is in Pisces too, all right? And Pluto in Aquarius has been waking you up, all right? So new shifts that are happening in your life. Now, the other reason why it's going to be very emotional and maybe like, that energy that I was talking about, Mars is in Cancer squaring Chiron in Aries all month. So when it overlaps a week like this, remember, Chiron is the wounded healer. He's a master healer. He, teacher as well. He represents our deep wounds. And with an aspect like this, there can be some profound healing, especially for you, because this is your 12th house. Aries rules your 12th house. Chiron in Aries is 12th house activity. That is the subconscious. Okay? And so you could be unrooting a lot of things at this time that you've held on to for a long time. Maybe even doing some shadow work, Taurus. Like, I don't want to be, I'm going to leave this in the past. I'm shedding skin. But this aspect, this square, will compel you to help others, and you will find others helping you, right? Mars being in Cancer that is your third house. So it could have to do a lot with family, with siblings, aunts, uncles, cousins, but also neighbors. You may have some big moments with neighbors this week with this full moon in Leo at the same time. But remember, this is healing energy, like checking in on neighbors. They may be checking in on you if you're not feeling well, things like that. It's this great energy. The one thing is, remember, Mars is still retrograde in Cancer. It can be, people can feel extra sensitive, defensive. The claws come out, right? Cancer is the crab, like the claws come out. So just keep that in mind, that people can be ultra sensitive around this time. But also Mars in Cancer, Chiron in Aries, right? 2 cardinal signs. So you're going to feel this urge to like be this leader in helping people. All right. Everyone's going to feel that. And that's why it's like a lot of people are going to be very supportive around this time. And also remember, you are on a karmic journey. And so with the fact that Aries is the warrior, right? And with Aries squaring Chiron, it's just like, Mars squaring Chiron in Aries. And then you throw in the fact that Venus is in Aries, which is very like I said, assertive. And we have the full moon in Leo, which is very like spotlights on me, right? Like that kind of energy. So this week, there can be a little bit of a energy of, well, I helped you, but you didn't help me. And you get like real, like, and that throws off your energy, your frequency. So just be mindful of that. It's all about how you work with these energies, how you respond. It's amazing what someone can achieve if no one cares to get the credit. Who said that? Lastly, Ceres. We've got to talk about Ceres, planetoid, right? Goddess, Demeter in Greek. Actually the very first planetoid, right? Chiron is one of the last. Ceres was the first, in the 1800s. Now, this week, Ceres, who rules nurturing, okay, the way you nurture others and yourself, really strong feminine energy. Chiron is masculine, Ceres is feminine, fertility, compassion, motherly love, motherhood, all right? We'll be conjuncting the Sun and Mercury this week as well, and Ceres is in Aquarius, okay? So you will find new ways this week likely to nurture yourself, nurture others, new way of looking at relationships, even work. I mean, again, this is all happening in Aquarius in your 10th house of career as well. So there could be something here with like business partners or colleagues or bosses or your employees, but really big mom energy. So if you are a mom, okay, even if you're not, strong female figure, if there's no mom in the picture, that could be like an older sister or an aunt. This week, there's going to be a lot of mom stuff, okay? Like maybe self-healing or forgiveness. But anyway, we'll talk more about it in the second spread. Ceres is just very, very active. And the reason why I'm bringing Ceres up is because very similar to Virgo, all right? Virgo, as we know, is, the maiden with a sheaf of wheat, right? Health, self-care, purity. That's Virgo. Digestion, right? Digestive system. And we know the South Node is in Virgo right now, okay? We have a moon in Virgo this week, okay? So the South Node will be conjuncting the moon in Virgo. I mean, like, we have a lunar eclipse in Virgo next month, so I'm just preparing for you now, all right? This is going to be a thing. Ceres is the goddess with her arms crossed over her chest with 2 sheaves of wheat. And so powerful energy here. Again, there may be something here with wheat or gluten, diet, digestion, just to let you know. There's a lot happening this week in terms of emotions and self-care and nurturing others, and a lot of that mom energy. So let's get started. Just letting you know, right? Again, we'll talk more about that with the second spread. Let's get started, Taurus. Let's see what's going on for you for February 9th to the 16th. Okay, Taurus, y'all. Oh my goodness. I do a traditional Celtic cross spread, offers the best overview, especially for a weekly reading. And if we need to pull clarifiers, you know that we will. You know we will. Secondly, y'all are amazing. There's so much happening for you this week. So much happening for you this week, Taurus. I can't even begin. So just know that things may change a bit for you this week, all right? With Uranus being very active in your sign. Let's get started. It looks like you want that breakthrough. Good for you. Cheers. Good for you. You're amazing. You're good. You're good. Okay? I did say it's going to be very an emotional week. We're going to be touching with our emotions. You got the King of Cups. Absolutely love this. You're on top of it. You're on top of it. Of course you are. You're Taurus. You're on top of it. This feels really good. Okay? No one's going to knock you off this throne. You are. I mean, this is like emotional intelligence. This is, empathy. This is doing what your heart desires. This is leading with your heart. This is you being the rock for other people. So that support, you're creating this big, you are the leader in terms of helping others, nurturing others. And wow, that helps you move forward in this new direction with this full moon. It looks like you really are going to let some things go to make room for the Magician in the heart of your spread. I don't even know what to say at this point. Like, you are so good. It's not even funny. Look at yours. Okay, so the Magician, as you know, as above, so below, right? I want you to pay attention to his hand to the ground, actually. Not the hand going to the sky, okay? Because you know what you want. You know what you want for your future, your hopes, your wishes, your dreams, right? Bring them into your reality. Now you have so much power to do so. Okay? As above, so below. So just remember that all week. You have the power. You see the, infinity symbol over his head. Infinite possibilities with the actions that you take, because the Magician is an active card. He's making this happen. Okay? Tapping into the ether. And this can be with anything. You see that he's got the cups, the pentacles, the swords, the wands, like all 4 tools of tarot at his disposal. Card 1, kicking off this new journey. Big. Yeah, you are really, really good. Yeah, the Knight of Wands here in your challenge area. I don't mind it. There just may be someone. Remember, like I said earlier, emotions can be heightened. There can be some people, like if you're the bear, people are going to be like, there may be a little bit of that. But at the same time, there may be someone who is just like way off course with like your vision or the direction that you're going or how you see things or how you want things. You may just have to have a conversation. Okay. Now, the second thing is, don't lose inspiration. Okay. This is fiery. Knight of Wands is fiery, really passionate, like really active. Okay. So continue to feel that spark within you. You got that Page of Swords, but also that 5 of Cups and the root of your spread. So look at what's happening. There is absolutely something new that's happening in your life this week. Okay. That Page of Swords, new way of seeing things, new way of thinking. Like I said, that is literally what you're going to be doing. All right. It's all this Aquarius energy. And yeah, sure, career. I mean, you do have the Magician attributed to the planet Mercury, which is in Aquarius all week long. Your 10th house of career. Yeah, that Page of Swords here. There's likely something there. But again, it can be wherever you put that energy toward, right? With the Magician, it could be, wands, a book you're working on, whatever it is, like family. It doesn't matter. Like, you're good. Okay. So you are definitely going to be seeing things in a new way. You have that 5 of Cups and the root of your spread. I don't mind it. I said this is a week where you got to let things go. Let them go. All right. So truly let them go. So you make room for all of this. Yeah. You see the 2 cups behind him. Now, I'm going to point this out because the 5 of Cups is attributed to Mars and Scorpio. Therefore, it's a strong card. Yeah. I did say this week is all about emotional healing and partnerships in the mix, right? The 2 cups behind him, referencing the 2 of Cups. So pick up those cups, cross the bridge, you're going to be fine. Okay. Go home, be in your happy place, turn on the traders, watch an episode or two, but don't hold on to the past. The other thing with it being Mars and Scorpio is your opposite sign. Partnerships and relationships. So there may be something here that ends for you to be, but there's this great enthusiasm. Okay? There's great enthusiasm here for something new coming through. Look at that. You got the Emperor. Oh my God, I only did 3 cards here. Let me put that there. You got the Emperor. I mean, like, yeah, you're good. This is power. This is ultimate power. He's the Emperor. He's the ruler of the land. Not only that, he's a ruler of his own destiny. This is divine masculine. This is mastery of self. I know who I am. I am the wise one. I have power. I have passion. I am protected. The armor here, like, you're good. He is the author of his story, right? In fact, Emperor is, if you think about, like, if you think about what's happening here, a lot of y'all are going to get that recognition that you're seeking, but a lot of y'all are going to be in a place where you are definitely playing a bigger role. Okay? A stronger role. This is insane. You're going to feel so empowered. Okay? And also, the Emperor is like the dad of tarot. He's like the father. Right? So that archetype, and I brought that up earlier with the sun, you know, squaring Uranus in your sign. So there may be something there if you are a father. But remember, it's just masculine energy. So it's also like you be like a mother, and you play that role. You lay down the laws. But wow, you're gonna have a lot of power. Oof. Let's get to your stuff. Taurus, y'all crack me up. I'm like knocking things over here. If you like this reading, it would be great if you like, subscribe, leave comments. Tell me what's going on. You know, I appreciate all that, but I also, I want to know. I want to know. This is going to be a big week. All right, let's see what's happening here. Okay. All right. I mean, okay, sure. I'll give you a mic drop. You're good. You're absolutely good. Like, talk about power. You got so much power. You got that 2 of Pentacles. That's fine. Just, it's going to be a week where you're going to be asked to prioritize your needs, but in a way where it's everything makes sense and everything is coming together. You may also be on the fence on between 2 jobs, opportunities, may have to do with finances as well. Prioritize, right? This is a week just to prioritize things, okay? It feels like something new to you, too. It feels like that you may be going through something like, I've actually never had to choose between this before, or I've never been in a place where I'm doing so many things. And this full moon, again, perfect for letting things go so you don't like burn out or take on too much, right? Knight of Pentacles, absolutely amazing. External factors. Someone's in it to win it with you with that Knight of Pentacles in a really big way. In a really big way. And what's really interesting here is the Knight of Pentacles is Virgo. And so remember, we do have the moon in Virgo, which we'll talk about in a second spread because there's some things there. A South Node in Virgo, that's all in your 5th house of true love and romance, but also creativity. It could be like a creative partner. It could be a business partner. It is the Knight of Pentacles. So there's something here. Remember, stability, right? It's a big thing here. Knight of Pentacles is all about not only having taken that action, sown your seeds, you know you're going to be reaping your rewards. This is the biggest field in tarot. You see the oak trees all the way in the back, right? Look at what's in his helmet, the leaves from the oak trees, right? So he's in it to win it. Longevity, right? Remember that commitment energy. Someone's in it to win it with you. And again, it can be a Virgo. It can be a Virgo rising, but it doesn't, it's just that Virgo energy is strong. 9 of Wands, great. Don't give up. Don't give up. If you feel like things have been like, you're rising above. Think about how good it will feel when you're sitting in that throne or this throne with the King of Wands. This is epitome of passion, epitome of fire. It's the King of Wands. So the King of Wands is he is the biggest entrepreneur, Remember, I said there's so much entrepreneurial energy with Venus and Aries, all right? But you got the King of Wands, who, by the way, is Leo. And so, again, there may be some activity around the home sector for you. Parents, you being a parent, your children, whatever it is, there is a sense of, but he's the fun king, though. So I like the fact that you got the Emperor and the King of Wands. The King of Wands is fun. He wants to help others. He can't sit still. Look at him sitting tilted over in his throne. And that's what Uranus does anyway. It makes you feel a little bit restless, like, but in a sense of like, I want to continue pursuing passions. I want to help these people with their passions. I want to do this. I want to mingle. I want to do that. But still, this is someone who is definitely gone through a huge transformation to sit in that throne. And he constantly goes through, these transformations. He does. I mean, he has the Ouroboros, right? In his throne, right? The unity of all things. You got it here too with the Magician in his belt. I mean, you're really good, Taurus. I'm excited for you. So these Uranus aspects, like I said, use them. Have your breakthroughs. It looks like you will. Like, you're great. All right. So, and let some things go. There may be some things that are, coming to an end, or you're putting wheels in motion for you to enter this new chapter. You're good. Taurus, y'all are amazing. Next week, we'll go deeper into the aspects. I mean, there's so much happening next week, too. Actually, the last 2 weeks. So anyway, we'll talk more about that. If you like this reading, it would be great if you like, subscribe, leave comments. Let me know what is going on, Taurus. And yes, with the second spread, I'm pointing out some dates. Okay. I'm going to talk a little bit more about Ceres, because Ceres is going to be having a lot of aspects this week, and it's really, really big with Chiron there, and then the moon in Virgo is you're going to be seeing something that's resonating with you when we get to that lunar eclipse in Virgo next month. Anyway, Taurus, thanks so much. And if you are tier 3 members, you know where to find the link. Taurus, thanks so much. Y'all are amazing. I'll see you next week. All right, bye-bye.